It's the radio guy, Mike Prince. Welcome to the 1876 after party. The Panthers go to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and devastate the Jags on homecoming. 48-21 is the final scores. The Panthers hit the gas and never looked back. Another strong performance by pass, an outbreak performance by the running back of the Panthers who rushed for over 100 yards. And we are talking about none other than Mr. Brooks. Wonderful performance for the Panthers on the road. They extend their conference lead to 5-0 in conference, 6-1 overall. Panthers answering the test with the Southern Jaguars. It was absolutely a no-doubter from beginning. Took a commanding lead, and as we mentioned, never, ever look back. Ladies and gentlemen, the Panthers look strong, and might I add, since the introduction of the gold helmets, the Panthers are undefeated, and you absolutely gotta love it. Panthers looking good, sounding good, feeling good. Of course, we'll talk to Coach Eric Dooley on our Sunday Night Live. 6 p.m. is the start time for that. Remember, you got to dial 857-777-0000. Listen live. Or you can always catch us on the rebroadcast through the YouTube channel at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Man, the Panthers looking good. Looking real good. Over 250 yards passing for pass, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Those interceptions were early in the game. Some even say that if it were not for the interceptions, Panthers might have scored 60 tonight. But nonetheless, they are sitting pretty, looking good. Now, they got half the test behind them. Not discounting the games that remain with Alabama State, Mississippi Valley. But the next big X on the schedule is how do they deal with Alcorn? Alcorn had been an Achilles heel along with the Southern Jaguars for Coach Eric Dooley and the Panthers. But half of that X, a slash, has been taken care of, and taken care of in big fashion. And while taking care of that, it has definitely created a problem for Coach Rollins and the Jags. No doubt, as we mentioned, he was on the hot seat entering the season. And I'm believing it's safe to assume that the Jags will be looking elsewhere for their next coach. Rollins is not the answer. He is not going to be what Jag Nation would think would be formidable for them to compete under his leadership. But Dooley and the Panthers looking good. Other games that took place throughout the Southwestern Athletic Conference, FAMU escaped Mississippi Valley 31-28. In all actuality, FAMU should have lost that game, but they do come out with the victory. Jackson State annihilates Bethune-Cookman. And Bethune-Cookman's problem just seemed to compound, and they're getting worse by the second. Not real sure what's going to be the outcome or the fate of Coach Terry Sims. Alcorn and Texas Southern had a late start due to thunder and lightning in Houston. So that's going to be the late capper on the evening. So it's shaping up right now, if the season were to end, Jackson State and Prairie View would be meeting for the face-off. That will be an interesting matchup. The Panthers came in wondering if they could be physical. Well, at least a question mark. Were they physical enough to compete with the Southerns, the Jackson States, and the Alcorns? Well, I think Dooley answered some of his critics on tonight. I really believe that. Now, did he answer all of them? No. You'll never answer all of them. But he answered some of them. There may be doubting if he had what it took for the leadership roles required for the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. Nonetheless, he's sitting high right now in the driver's seat. 5-0. Let's count them up. Conference play: Texas Southern, Grambling State, Pine Bluff, Bethune-Cookman, and the latest victim, the Southern Jags. You gotta love the way this season is shaping out. Almost a distant hint of, dare I say, the year of 2009, when the Panthers took care of business against the Alabama A&M Bulldogs. But we won't get too far ahead of the situation. But it is definitely looking good. It is definitely sounding good. And most definitely feeling good. And I know I said it before, but I'm going to say it again. The Panthers, since they've had those gold helmets, are undefeated. Now, I'm not superstitious, but I am superstitious. If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. So where do the Panthers go from here? How do they keep the train on the track? Is this the beginning of something greater? We'll talk about that when we return. You listen to the 1876 After Party with Mike Prince. Keep it where you got it. We'll be right back. Did you know since 1986, the Prairie View Athletic Club has been in full support of Prairie View athletics from football to tennis? The Prairie View Athletic Club has been there in the time of need. Did you also know that the Prairie View Athletic Club is open to all of those who will be interested in supporting Prairie View athletics? Do not have to be a former student athlete. You don't even have to be a graduate of Prairie View. If you are a community member at large and you would like to support the efforts of the Prairie View Athletic Club in support of Prairie View athletics, simply call 936-857-5817 and join today. The Prairie View Athletic Club, supporting Prairie View athletics since 1986. Call for more information right now. 936-857-5817. The Open Mic Broadcast Network would like to take this time to recognize its sponsors and underwriters: Attorney Lee Van Richardson, Brazos Valley Schools Credit Union, Prairie View Athletic Club, Temple of Refuge Ministries, Reflections Paint and Body Shop, Helping Hands Lawn Service, the Hotline Press newspaper of Hempstead, Texas, Diva Skin Conditioner, Purple Drip Daiquiri and Grill. For more information on how you can become an underwriter or a sponsor here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, our number to call is 832-213-8824. Serving the community through faith and athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the After Party 1876. Radio guy Dr. Mike Prince here with you. Panthers go on the road to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and they stick it straight to the Jags, 48-21. And if I'm going to be petty, that last touchdown was a gift to begin with. But I'm not going to harp. I'm going to take this victory and enjoy it to the utmost. This was one of the omens that Coach Dooley admittedly had to get off his back, and he did it in great fashion. Now, of course, the Panthers will have a bye week before they take on Alabama State for homecoming. Then Alcorn That is going to be another line drawn in the sand. But we got to take care of the issue at hand first, and that's Alabama State. Alabama State's up and down, hot and cold. You know, when you look at it again on paper, it's one of those games that the Panthers should be able to take care of with not too many problems. But once again, you must play the games. You must play the games, and don't you say take them for granted or anything like that. Do what you got to do with them and get them, put them out their misery, and get set up for that big Alcorn game. As we mentioned, Alcorn is actually in Houston taking care of business with the Texas Southern Tigers. That was a late start. The last score update we had, it was 14-6. Alcorn on top of Texas Southern. We'll recap all of this, of course, on our Sunday Night Live edition. We'll have Coach Eric Dooley joining us live on the Brazos Valley Schools Credit Union Hotline to discuss the great details of the game that was in Baton Rouge. Pass over 250 yards in the air, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Another strong run by Brooks, over 100 yards rushing. And the Panthers just look complete. The effective running game, effective passing game, defense holding its own, not giving up the big plays. Still some screws and nuts need to be tightened down on the special teams part. But most of all, we said that football is 4 elements. We always talk about the football being the 3 elements: defense, offense, special teams. But you must add in the coaching element. And I think Dooley showed that tonight with some of the decisions made throughout the course of the game. And once we mentioned, Coach Rollins definitely not going to be the answer of continuation for Jag Nation. But we'll let them cross that bridge when they get to it if they hadn't already crossed it. Panthers in the driver's seat. They control the rest of this route. And it's a matter if they're going to keep the foot on the gas or will they ease up on it. I say full steam ahead and go for broke. The Panthers, are they shocking you? Have they shocked you? Or are you impressed? Or are you still one of those in the jury waiting to come up with a verdict? And all you can do is beat the teams they put in front of you and let your work speak for itself. And that is definitely the case for the 2021 Panthers. Taking care of business. And speaking of taking care of business, we are going to take care of business and exit stage left. But don't forget, you can join us Sunday Night Live, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. You can dial 857-777-0000 to join us live, or you can catch us out on the rebroadcast through the website at obnradio.com, or you can go to the YouTube channel. Subscribe today. Hit that bell button for notification anytime we drop something new. And if you like what we're doing, give us a thumbs up. If you don't like what we're doing, give us a thumbs down. Keep us informed. Engage us so we can better deliver what you are requesting. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. It is always a joy and a pleasure to give you these updates and daily shows that we look forward to each and every day. Don't forget, you can follow me on Twitter at The Mike Prince Show. The YouTube channel, again, is Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our website is obnradio.com. radio.com, and our 24-hour dial-in message line, 713-570-6736. The Panthers do it large from Baton Rouge, victorious over the Southern Jaguars by the score of 48-21. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince, thanking you again for joining in with us. And as always, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.